And the Commodore. Kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. So Vanderbilt's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who is threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Commodores send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Look out, he's got room. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. Breaks the tackle. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And the big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the gun, running back on the move.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the 2nd drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He's got it on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Spits it out to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Newberry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Commodores look to keep this drive humming. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Commodores! A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Newberry. Oh, he's got a chance. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Pavia. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle. It's Newberry. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Going to swing it on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you...
Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Newberry.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. Running through contact. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He'll throw it. Hauls it in. Oh, a lot of space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Looking for room at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to run it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kentucky right back to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Oh, it's loose.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the RPO, complete. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Dropping back, it's Pavia. Under fire. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Newberry. He's loose. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going to the run to start this second half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Runs through a tackle. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the air, it's Pavia. Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Finds his man. It's Stowers. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
This is a designed run. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the 1st? That's huge.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. And the Commodores pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Pavia. He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Finds his tight end. Ernie on the Jets. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. Here on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Dillon. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Pavia. Sets up the screen. Wide open spaces.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Young. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. He's in open space downfield. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Doors!
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's long. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Ready to fire from the pistol. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Is Kentucky offense doing work? They're set up with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hold. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where...
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, Losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
To the air, it's Pavia. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the Wildcats want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds. Now they'll run it to the right here. Slithers into space. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a heat. At the 20, he's got space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He's at the 40. Great place to start for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Catch in the middle. It's Stowers. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Vandy. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Trying to set up the screen. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm.